Hey, JulesBlessedVegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So, people, I'm happy to report that it is not midnight. Oops, just turned. I was going to brag that I was 5 minutes before midnight. You know what? Let's just accept it, all right? People like me hang out at midnight. I mean, darn it, that's just the way it is right now. I don't know if I'll get to the point where I can humbly go to bed at 9 o'clock and get up at 4. I don't want to put myself down for that infallible nature of mine. I'm a night owl, at least for the moment. But I have a great talk for you, even at midnight. I did want to share something great. My husband hooked me up, okay, on this whole exercise thing and letting go of those inches, but I'm going to share that tomorrow. Today, I want to share the icon for this video because I thought it was very cool. It's called Happiness Chemicals and How to Hack Them. Because as you may know from my story, I don't do any medication of any kind, but just about 4 years ago, I was on 8 to 10 medications, like every single day. And I was taking about 7 or 8 supplements as well. Praise God, today, absolutely no prescription medications, no over-the-counter medications like aspirin or Tylenol or anything. I prefer to use a heating pad or an ice pad. And also, because of the foods I eat, the inflammation is so low that I generally don't hurt, though I plan on hurting with this new thing my husband hooked me up with. I will be telling you that tomorrow. But I do take some supplements still, which I've expressed before. So because I suffered from familial tremors, which is kind of the Katharine Hepburn thing, where it's happy birthday, right? That whole thing. I used to shake so bad. My kids were genuinely concerned. Miss McCants, are you okay? And then if I was worried about anything, like an upcoming observation, which I'm having Friday morning prayers, welcome, I would already be shaking just in the observation. And to get my power back, like in a meeting, I would have to say, I'm sorry, it's not you. Like, hello, don't be thinking I'm giving my power away to you. This is a familial tremor. Well, hello, are you seeing any tremor? Because I'm not. That I attribute to 500 milligrams of magnesium. For a long time, it was twice a day, but because I eat so many fruit and vegetables that have magnesium, I only do one a day. But that one a day, hello. It was so bad that at my sister's wedding, I love to do the readings, right, for the mass. I couldn't get the papers apart. It was like, I devastated her video, okay? Because I was like struggling to get the papers apart because my hands were so dang shaky. No more. So that was a tremendous blessing. And then, as I've expressed, because of my kidney disease, which, praise God, is arrested at this time, I went ahead and went with hawthorn extract, which I literally attribute to the restoring of my kidneys in a large way. I did several things, but that was one which I have not chosen to give up. And then another thing that I really suffered from was edema, with this super bad swelling of the legs, for which I used horse chestnut. And so though I have reduced those to the minimum dose, I still trust those 3 supplements. So I don't consider myself a supplement girl per se, but those 3 things, you got to do what works. And all too often, as soon as something starts to work, I let it go to my detriment. Okay, so 500 milligrams of magnesium, I'm still in for the familial tremor. Hawthorn extract, 325 milligrams, I was still in. For my kidneys, what it essentially does is help with circulation, and it goes ahead and burdens the heart instead of just the process of the kidneys. And that seemed to work for me, whether you agree with the logic or not. And then again, the horse chestnut, which was tremendous, again, for circulation and keeping the edema. So just the swelling of the legs at bay. All right, so that was a side note. But anyway, this is happiness chemicals and how to hack them, which I love because I'm pretty familiar with these. So the first one is dopamine. And this is what is referred to as the reward chemical. And some natural ways to hack that dopamine is by completing a task. There's actually a sense of reward within your body when your brain understands that you actually completed a task. I love that. Doing self-care activities, yes. Eating food, and ideally proper food, raw vegan for the win. And also celebrating little wins. So again, like I do with my urge jar, like I do with my stickers, celebrating those little wins in a tangible way. The next one is oxytocin, which is the love hormone. Yes, please. Well, it's so sweet. One of the recommendations is playing with a dog or some little animal that you love. Of course, unconditional love right there. Playing with a baby. Are you kidding me? How inevitably, when you see a sweet little baby, you can't help but smile. They can't help but reciprocate what they see on your face. Holding someone's hand. Ah, that's how my husband won me. He was like, do you trust me? It's like, that's the line in every movie. Do you trust me? I'm actually, yeah, he held my hand and he has like such warmth running through his body. It's insane. And every time he touches my hand, please, I'm a wreck. Number 4 is hugging your family. How sweet is that? And remember, it's whom you consider family. It doesn't have to be your belly button family. By God's grace, we can choose our family. And finally, giving a compliment, which is so beautiful that it's given from you, but inevitably the reciprocation of receiving the joy of that. So that's for the love hormone. The next one, serotonin, which is a mood stabilizer. First one, meditating. Some people call it thinkitating, right? Where they're just reflecting on what's going down. Running, like literally running. Sun exposure. Can you say high desert? Walk in nature. So beautiful to just take in the view around you. And I expressed that when I first moved to the high desert, all I saw was brown everywhere. Brown, brown, and more brown. But I intentionally purchased a house that had a garden, which was just great. It was the only respite I had. But now that I've been in the desert and my eyes and my heart have adjusted, I can see all the beauty, even in the silly little pinyon trees, definitely in tiny little lizards running around, rabbits, the darling jackrabbits, the squirrels. Like now I can see it all. Happy little plants just bursting through the desert floor, you know? So a walk in nature, whatever that looks like, my preference will always be the beach, okay? Hearing the waves crash my whole life, outrunning the foam. Oh, guy. Okay, quit lamenting. Let's move on. The other one, swimming. Hi, my entire life. I am a swimmer. I haven't had access to a pool, but we purchased one, and it's going to happen at some point. Can this hotness handle even more? Yes, it can. Okay, and cycling. So interesting. I do love riding a bike, but it's been years. And prayers to my sister Vanessa. Oh my gosh. She literally snuffed out on her bike. She started riding bikes for an MS, so multiple sclerosis, to support that cause, and even went on a 150-mile bike ride. I mean, wow. Well, recently she was out there doing 90 miles in her week, and the back tire caught something, and she went down hard. Praise God. Unlike my niece Christine, she had a helmet, but she still ended up like tearing stuff. She tore her meniscus or something, the disc in your knee. She tore some other part in her leg. The scrapes were unreal. But what's so beautiful is that she totally does celery juice every single day, and her healing was expedited in the most miraculous way. Her doctors are floored. She literally goes tomorrow morning at 9:15 for the MRI. Because, she's still having some trouble from the fall. Her bike wasn't even rideable, and luckily her husband was home and was able to come get her. But the healing testimonial of daily celery juice, I got nothing. That was fruiting amazing to watch. I'm not kidding you. Seriously. Wow. Okay, and the last one is endorphin, which is the painkiller. So one, laughter exercise. Essential oils, that's a no for me because I can't breathe. Watching a comedy, so yes. Dark chocolate, what? No, I can't even kid myself by doing like dark chocolate or something, but I do still do cacao powder, and that most certainly is a form of dark chocolate. And of course, exercising, which again, I'm so excited to share how my husband hooked me up, but that is for tomorrow. All right, so again, this was called The Happiness Chemicals and How to Hack Them. Dopamine, the reward chemical; oxytocin, the love hormone; serotonin, the mood stabilizer; and endorphin, the painkiller. So this is a good thing to have. In fact, I think for the moment while I'm mastering it, I am going to say, make this my background. Oh yeah, I'm fearless. So yeah, I would love to add this to my background. Yes, I would. Thank you very much. Anyway, I thought that was very cool. I wanted to share it for the icon. I would love to hear it in the comments below. Which one of those were you familiar with? Which one of those would you like to, add to your repertoire if you'd like? And just tell me what's up, Ah, darn, it didn't share well on my back screen, and I forgot my back screen was actually a picture of my husband as a thank you. I think I'll be returning to that other screen. Oh my gosh, he'll be like, how quickly you forgot, Juliana, that you were honoring me. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, he has been working overtime on caring for us and cleaning the house and Guy, I mean seriously, if I was gonna say someone was nesting or spring cleaning in October, praise God, bring it. Because with all of my commuting to the high desert, deep into the desert and everything else, that's 2.5 hours a day of driving, right? Which is just a lot of time. I use it. I mean, I literally listen to the mass. I pray the rosary. I pray for my JulesBlessedVegan group. I like do all the things, but no matter what, it's 2.5 hours out of my day, right? Just commuting. So I'm going to be praying about that. But anyway, for the meantime, I'm lucky to have a job, and I am happy to connect with you guys. So as always, like if you like, join us if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. And until we talk again, I gotta admit, I got a compliment. Someone said I was glowing, and I'm like, no makeup of any kind, not at all, no lotions of any kind, just God saying, hey, keep eating those fruit and vegetables. I'll take it. And until we talk again, best of all, my friends, know that you are blessed.